Hello, everybody. This is Shubhrika with you once again on SJLive, brought to you by Crown Paint, celebrating 60 years of being the colors of Kenya. If you like it, crown it. Today, we have a chef with us, very recognized, well-established, very popular chef of Kenya, Mr. Avraj Singh Marwa. A very big and very warm welcome to you, Avraj. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm humbled to be. Thank you for the invite. I'm happy to be here.
Actually, it's an honor for me to have you as a guest on my show. And thank you so much. I know you have been really busy and I have really troubled you to say that, no, I want you today only. And somehow you have managed to do that. So thank you so much for that once again.
You're welcome anytime, not an issue at all.
Let me introduce you to all our viewers, first of all. Chef Avraj Singh Marwa, who started off as a hobby, turned into a career in the culinary field 24 years ago. The togetherness that good food brought at home and the family ties that is strengthened got him attached, and that is where the passion for food started. Born in Kenya, trained in the Swiss-managed Kenya Utalii College and later at Cordon Bleu, Harvard X and Stanford University. Having worked in various positions in different hotels and with great chefs, a career that has seen him work in Dubai, Canada, South Africa, Egypt, Kenya, and Tanzania. In addition to his ability to manage kitchen operations, his dedication and passion have won him many awards, ranging from Salon Culinary to Master Chef in Heritage Cuisine, Chaine, rotisseures, and several local recognitions. Once again, a warm welcome to you on SJLive. So Avraj, there are so many questions which I have for you. First of all, let me give you a compliment. You look so cool, so calm, so relaxed personality that, that's how a chef should be.
I think chefs are opposite, chefs are temperamental and yelling and shouting all the time. I think, people watch all these TV shows, the Hell's Kitchen and the rest.
Yeah.
I think that's what a chef is. But I think I'm the opposite.
Yeah, but I think that's the way a chef should be. I seriously feel, in Indian philosophy, they say that the person who is preparing food for you has to be calm and composed so that, same kind of properties goes into you as well when you eat the food.
Very true, very true. I'm a firm believer that, you must cook from the heart.
Yeah.
You must be calm, collected, be happy when you're cooking. And that's what translates onto the food as well.
Actually. Being a boy, how did you get interested in culinary art?
That question's been asked to me so many times. I think credit goes to both my mom and my dad. Ever since I was young, I think my mom had a huge collection of recipe books, and every day she would, try something new. We would get, interested in different flavors, different cuisines. I know it's not common in many households, but I think my mom was a star back in those days growing up. And, I think that's where the interest started coming in. I found my dad spent a lot of time in the kitchens as well, together with my uncles,
Okay.
So for a man or a boy to get in the kitchen, especially in our household, was never an issue. It was a woman's domain, yes, but it was not an issue for the man or the boys to get into the kitchen. And I think that's where the love of food, the love of flavors, science of food got into me. And I think ever since I was in high school, I was focused that I was going to be a chef.
Okay. And how did you decide turning your hobby into a profession?
I think it started off as a hobby, like I said. As I was in high school, I was contemplating. My dad's an engineer, and I always thought, I'll follow in suit into his fields. But, the love for the food, and that's what was in my heart. And, when it came to deciding a career, I felt, just follow the heart, and that's where you grow. And that's what I did. I was lucky that I had the support of the family, and, that's where I am today.
So was there anybody in your family also who was interested in being a chef, or he was a chef? From where did you get inspired from?
I think it's like I said, the various recipes mom kept on trying. My dad, my uncles getting into the kitchen every now and then, the karogas, the barbecues at home. I think that's where, I was very interested in food flavors, basically. I wanted to understand what goes behind it and, where do the flavors and what tickles the palate. And that's what got me, I think, into the career. And like I said, started as a hobby, cooking at home. And here I am today, 24 years later, still doing what I do.
Yeah. And what's your favorite cuisine?
Eating wise, I love the Asian flavors. Yeah.
Okay.
They've got a subtle balance between the sourness, the bitterness, the saltiness, the sweetness. I think that's a win for me. I mean, and not for me, I think across the whole world, the Asians have dominated in cuisine across the whole world. I think it's because their flavors are very, very balanced.
True.
But as a professional, as a chef, I would say my style is a bit more eclectic. I prefer not cuisine, but I work with different types of cooking methods and foods instead, because I think the current food enthusiasts love, trying different flavors and tastes. So I kind of cook and cut across, many different cuisines and try to balance flavors with all the, travels and experience that I have. I mean, that's what I try.
Avraj, how different is it to cook in a restaurant than cooking at home?
I think there are more similarities than differences. I believe that if you, whether it's at home or whether it's in a commercial kitchen in a hotel, you have to cook with heart. You must feel the food, whether, in any circumstances. And that's what gives the food the flavor and the taste. And that's what I've been doing for years. And possibly that has been, made me a success today. So people say, I cook with heart, I bring the values of that homeliness and try to put it into my meals. But yeah, there's always the difference of numbers. I would never cook a meal of 1,000 at home. But, well, at work you do the same. It becomes a bit more commercialized. But I try to give it that same homely feel, whether it's I'm cooking for 1,000 or cooking for 1 or 2 people.
Okay.
So I think there are more similarities than differences.
Mm-hmm. And does your family also enjoy the same style of chef-cooked delicacies at home?
I do try. I have my day of cooking, by the way. Wednesdays and Saturdays in the evening is my day in the kitchen. Yeah. So I keep trying. In fact, most of my R&D, research and development of new recipes, actually created at home, believe it or not.
Okay.
That's what I try. So my family is, they're my critics and they're also my biggest supporters in, trying new recipes.
Okay. What do you like to cook most at home?
At home, I think I try quite a lot of range. Like I said, I try different ingredients. I like trying new ingredients every now and then. But yeah, when it comes to comfort food, family enjoys chicken and fish. Yeah, every now and then. But I try introduce items every now and then. Because like I said, I use my home kitchen as an R&D, research and development for bigger things to come in the future. So I keep trying different things every now and then. I'm not stuck on one particular cuisine. I think my wife keeps telling me, I don't want a repeated meal. I want a different meal from you every other time. So you can imagine.
And do you use your Nani Dadi secrets also while cooking in a restaurant?
I have of late. I mean, I've been spending, during the lockdowns and, the curfew timings, I spent a lot of time with my mom in her kitchen, just to understand how some of these family secrets and family recipes. And I'm slowly looking at, developing them and bringing them onto, the hotel kitchens as well. How do I make the best out of it, But yes, there are a lot of secrets I've learned, especially, things like pickles, the achars, certain recipes that have been in the family for almost a century. So yeah, I'm picking up on them, and I'm hopeful that I'll carry on, with them.
And some people always feel that the restaurant food is not that healthy and it's fattening. What do you have to say about that?
My connotation of healthy, I feel healthy is not the food. Healthy is a habit. So for me, it's what you eat, how you eat it, and how much you eat it. It's a habit. I mean, if you have a choice of having a sweet or not, if you take the sweet stuff, you can't blame the food, can you? So being healthy, I think, is a habit. It's habitual, and it's not about the food. I mean, I give you a very, very simple example. A bolognese sauce, a mint sauce is considered very healthy, served in hospitals and all. But I can take the same thing, same ingredients, and make a burger out of it.
True.
And, burgers are considered unhealthy. It's just a mindset. I think it's not true. Hotels are very driven in using what we call wholesome ingredients. I'll give an example. In Sarova hotels, our percentage of tinned and imported stuff is only 1%. 99% is fresh, local use, no tin stuff. That's what I call healthy. Anything that doesn't have a nutritional label is healthy. Something that is, that's the way I look at healthy or unhealthy. But yes, people have their own connotation to it. But yes, I think some hotels, and most of the hotels, do healthy food.
Give me one tip which can actually turn your wrongly made recipe into a good one, so that suppose the guests are there at your place and something has gone wrong, how to correct it?
I think firstly, let's just follow instructions. We because we've been cooking for years, we'll look at the ingredients and say, well, I'll make it. And you midway through something, then you read, oh, this doesn't work. And then you follow the instructions and you realize, oops, I missed one stage. Or I think key is, let's read the instructions, follow them. Yeah. There are not very many tricks or magic you can do. For example, people say if you put too much salt in your food or add potatoes, add this, add that. I've tried it for years. There's no shortcut to it. It's,
True.
Just measure your salt.
Yeah.
But one tip I can possibly give you on salt is for every kilo of something that you cook, one almost heaped spoon of teaspoon of salt is good enough. I mean, if you have 1 kilo of meat you're cooking, one semi-heaped teaspoon of salt will give you a perfect balance. I mean, that's what I've learned over the years.
Did any time your cooking went wrong?
It has happened. Many times. I mean, and at a very serious level. I've catered for the former president several times. The current president. I've catered for a lot of dignitaries over my years. I've had a lot of mess ups in those functions. You can imagine. It's been high pressure, but yes, it happens. I mean, 2 minutes before service, the soup has poured, or someone's poured salt into your soup.
My God.
Such things happen. It's a matter of how quick you're on your feet to be able to turn it around for you. I always say, throw lemons at me and I'll make a lemonade, and that's the way I look at the situation.
Okay. And tell us the best compliment you got till date.
I think for me, just thank you, chef. That food was great. Does magic to me. I think that's what keeps me driving. That's what keeps me going in this industry. Yeah, that simple thing of, I always say, chefing is the oldest profession. People talk about in godliness, then comes cleanliness, then third comes food. So it's as close as it gets to the big man up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a thank you, chef. I enjoyed the meal. That does magic for me. That drives me home, man.
Okay. And you have worked and visited many parts of the world. How is Kenyan food industry different from the world, according to you?
From my many travels across the world, one thing I've learned for sure is, we share a lot of ingredients. We share a lot of cooking methods. What differs is our palate. The Asian palate is different from that of the local palate in Kenya. It's different from what you get in Europe. It's just a matter of a palate. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not much difference. And I think because of this current age, the internet age, the current palate's also changing. People are trying a lot more. People want to be adventurous when it comes to food. So I think the world's becoming smaller when it comes to food.
Hospitality industry has been hit badly because of COVID. According to you, what can be done to revive it?
I think, truth be said, we've really, really suffered. I mean, it's just that this month we are back up now. But imagine for almost 5-6 months, we just sat in the house, literally. Hotels closed, big investments.
True.
It's been tough on, I would say, the tourism industry, from travel to hospitality.
Yeah.
It's been tough. I mean, there's nothing like this, in the past centuries that anybody has seen, you know.
Yeah.
So there's no recipe to it. For me, I say, let's take it a day at a time. Yeah, a step at a time. There's, you know, be positive in what we do. Well, it's been tough. It's been tough, and we pray that things get better. That's where we want, you know, the locals to come and support us, you know, visit the hotels, eat, travel locally. I think that's all we ask, you know, at the moment.
Yeah.
But I see March, April picking up from next year. But yeah, it's been very, very tough for us. Very, very tough. I mean, I use that opportunity to go back to school, you know, to do a few courses, keep me on toes, do a lot of R&D. You know, that's what I've done during this time.
Okay.
But yes, it's been tough. It's been tough.
And what do you like to cook most? Personally, starters, main course, desserts, what's your favorite?
I'm a huge fan of, I would say, fish and seafood in terms of cooking. Why? Because it's got more flavors, more, you know, flavor profiles, more versatility. When it comes to meat, chicken is chicken. There's so much you can do with chicken. You know, chicken can't, it's chicken is chicken. But when it comes to fish, it's endless. You know, you get into the sea, you'll find hundreds and thousands types of different fishes you can play with, you know, different textures, different flavors. So that gives you a lot more versatility. You know, I call it the bounty from the sea, you know. It's endless when it comes to seafood. While meat is a little bit stuck, but yeah, I try balance a lot. I keep trying. Like I said, I have, you know, cooking is endless. It's one of those things that you can't say you've learned everything or you can do everything.
I would like to know,
yes,
when are you inviting me for a 21-course dinner?
Anytime. In fact, I'm actually working on, I'm doing this family style 10-course, 12, 16-course menus. I want to reintroduce at the hotel just for people to have that experience, you know, a 16-course, 18-course, 21-course, like you say. Yeah. I had one recently in Dubai in February, amazing experience. I know Kenyans are not used to that. You know, they want that hearty meal. But yeah, I think there's a market for that. And welcome anytime. Come give us a try, you know. Come
I'll
challenge the culinary skills.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Thank you so much, Avraj. And what you're cooking for dinner tonight?
Well, I was actually, you know, headed home now after this, just winding up from the office. I'm still in the office. I have a small group here, you know, just the normal a la carte. I've got a big team. I used to have a big team. You know, I run a team of almost 100 chefs. Oh. You know, between Stanley and Pan-Afric. Yeah, we've been reduced to almost 15 now.
Oh, because of COVID.
Yeah, because of COVID. You can imagine a team from 100 to 15 is a big hit. Is a big hit, you know. Yeah. Together with that, we've done a lot of CSR as well. We've been serving meals from the hotel to the doctors at Kenyatta, you know, some patients at Kenyatta. So we do about 100, 200 meals daily for them.
Oh, that's good.
CSR from the hotel. So yeah, we've been doing that for a while now.
Okay.
On and off.
I really wish that the things get back as soon as possible. And as soon as I am able to meet you personally and enjoy the food cooked by you.
No, great. I'm actually working on a 20-course menu that I call the best of Kenya. Sometime 2 or 3 years back, I did what I call the county walk. I went to all 47 counties, back to the roots, met grandmothers in the villages to understand how authentic Kenyan cuisine is. And it's wide, you know, from one tribe to the other. Some amazing, and I want to do a Kenyan experience for the first time, a fine dining Kenyan experience, 21-course. I think that's going to be one big thing coming soon.
Okay, so looking forward to that. Thank you so much for taking out time.
Great.
And thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I know you for quite a few years. And I really admire you.
Thank you.
I have seen you as a judge in so many events.
Thank you. I try help wherever I can, you know, as long as it's for the good of food, I'm here to help.
Thank you so much, Avraj. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Have a great evening.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So that was Avraj Singh Marwa. Currently, his focus lies on sharing his experience and work philosophy gained to broaden the vistas of young chefs he works closely with. His personal mantra is, it's not about better than someone else, but it's about better than you were the day before. I'm very sure you must have thoroughly enjoyed watching this edition of SJLive, brought to you by Crown Paints, celebrating 60 years of being the colors of Kenya. If you like it, crown it. Do like, share, subscribe, and follow. My Facebook page is Shubhrika, my YouTube channel is Shubhrika Johary, and my Instagram handle is Shubhrika Johary. Ta-da, bye-bye. See you again soon with one more fascinating, mesmerizing personality. Bye-bye.